Yo, 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 we back with episode 4 on I Said What We Said. I got my girl Monica in here, Coach Monica Maxwell. Y'all, I'm gonna let her introduce herself for a second and tell her a little bit about who she is to y'all, and we're gonna rock out.
All right. Well, first of all, thank you for having me.
You
I
sure?
am Monica Maxwell, obviously. I'm the head coach at James Clemens High School. Um, I have two beautiful little babies, and this is the beginning of my fifth year at James Clemens.
Fifth year?
Yeah.
Okay. What's this, 2025?
hmm
Okay, 2025. Okay. Are you from here? Are you from here?
So I'm from Indiana, but I grew up here. Like I went to middle school and high school here.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's why basketball in your heart and bloodline like that. I ain't
Yeah.
know you from Indiana.
My pops, my mom, everybody's from Indiana. Both sides of their family. We just moved down here because my dad was in the army.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah,
So that's where the ball come from then.
I would like to think so.
Yeah, Indiana. That's where it's at. And the ball side, the IQ side. Yeah, I ain't know that.
Yeah.
I swear I did not know that.
I
Um, when did you get started playing basketball? Like what age?
don't think I started playing basketball till I was like 12.
12. That's what,
Yeah,
sixth grade, somewhere in
maybe
there.
11. Yeah, but I wasn't playing when I was a baby like these kids are now. I wasn't doing all that. I was
Yeah, 'cause
more of
they
a soccer
started
girl.
soccer.
hmm
Well, that gave you good footwork, soccer did.
Well, yeah, I would like to think so.
Yeah. I noticed most guards that play soccer, they're gonna have good footwork, and most of them be even handed.
Yeah,
I noticed that.
for sure.
I noticed that. You was pretty good in soccer. Like
I was all
how
right.
long did you play soccer? Like up
I played all
until
the way up to high school, and
for
then
real?
there's a time where you got to pick one sport. And my dad was like, "Hey, listen, like you got to choose between basketball and soccer. Like, what are you gonna pick?" And I was like, "Soccer." And he was like, "Yeah, that's the wrong answer. So we're gonna go with basketball." I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's cool."
And look the path
I
it took
know,
you down though.
I know, and I'm
That's dope.
grateful. I'm thankful.
I never knew that though, soccer. But yeah, soccer helps. Like every person I know that did soccer and basketball, you can tell the difference in them.
Yeah.
You can tell good coordination. You can tell. When did you start taking it serious or realize like, man, I can hoop. Like when did you?
Um, Probably my freshman year in high school, and I just had a coach that didn't play around. And then my pops was always on me about like being in the gym. But luckily I had some upperclassmen who really took me under their wing, and like everywhere they went, I went. Are y'all
Okay.
going to the gym? Cool, I'm going to the gym. We're gonna go play pickup at Dublin. Cool, I'm coming. And then obviously, the more you play, the more people you know. And I was the only girl at Dublin trying to play, and then I got people who know me, so they'll pick me up. So it just I don't know. It made it fun. Like you always knew Sundays you're going here, and you always knew like Saturday mornings you're going down. Like it was always a time where you could go and hoop somewhere, and I don't
Yeah.
think they have that now.
Nope.
But that's just something that I think once I started like realizing like, oh, I can play with the guys. I think I'm actually pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just then like it makes you want to work a little bit harder. So and it helped that like at Sparkman like we were really good.
Yeah.
So
I heard about that team. I be telling Christian and Junior, really all the kids, I be telling them like it's so different now. Like they got these gyms locked down, and I be telling them like back then we had somewhere to go hoop every day except Mondays. I think Mondays everything was pretty much shut down, but
yeah,
all the other days, man, you pretty much can close your eyes and go pick a gym.
absolutely.
Churches, wrecks, like it was. Yeah, it's different now. Everything locked down, just pickleball. I don't like it.
I,
I don't like it. Um, so you played college ball too, right? You got a
Mhm.
scholarship. Where did you go to college?
I went to Stanford University. It's in Birmingham.
Sanford.
Mhm.
Sanford. Okay, that's D1 too.
Mhm.
D1. So, yeah, you pretty good then. So let me ask you this. Hold on. What was y'all record first?
When?
I think I seen something where y'all was like 35-0. What year was that?
That was my freshman year.
Was that like your best team? You think was that y'all best team?
Probably. The next year, I think we went like 33-2, and we won state that year too. But those 2 years, we had a very good team.
Y'all had some dogs.
Oh
So
yeah.
is it safe to say, well, I want to ask you this. I want to ask you this right here.
Don't get me in trouble. Don't get me
Let me
don't get me in
stir.
trouble.
Let me stir it up real quick. Let me stir this pot.
Okay.
Would y'all have beat the Cheerio cereal Butler
Butler.
Rebel
I knew
girls?
you was gonna. You know what? Me and my assistant coach just got into an argument about this because he went to Butler. I don't know because I feel like my team was like really solid, really good, and obviously we played Butler when I was in high school and we beat them when I was there. But that team was different.
That was
I mean, but
different.
obviously I'm a ride for my team. Like I'm gonna say, yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But that team was different.
yeah. They had Nicky Tibbs shooting from the parking lot,
Listen, I swear.
breaking records.
No.
Uh, man, I asked Marshall. He was like, man. He said, man, bro, I don't know who will win that game. He said, but it won't be a blowout, whichever way it go. He said it won't. He said it come down
Listen,
to
I'm
the
telling
stretch
you.
and who gonna close it. Huh?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like that's I mean, but it came down to that when my freshman and sophomore year when we played them. Like I think we went to 3 overtimes at Sparkman. Like it was a big game. So I mean, obviously if you're gonna ask my opinion, I'm gonna ride with us.
Okay.
But
Supposed to. Facts.
right. But I don't know. I mean that's like again, that team was different. I mean they got a we ain't get no cereal box. I
Yeah.
thought we was pretty good.
Yeah. They got the Cheerio box. Whew. So you won. So y'all won back to back 2 state championships.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. And how many you got as a coach?
I have 3 as a coach, 2 as a player.
Dang, there's 5 rings. What schools did you get your coaching rings at or
My
championship?
first one was Hoover.
Okay.
And then my next 2 was at Hazel Green.
Okay. And what were those like the coaching championships? Like which one do you think was more difficult?
Well, that's a good question. I think it's more difficult as a coach because it's not in your control. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you can go in there and tell them how to get a bucket, but you can't go get one for them.
Yeah.
Um, and then as obviously as a player, like it's your choice to execute. You know. But so I'm gonna have to say as a coach because you can do everything on the back end, but it's not on you to perform. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah. I agree because you can see something like, dang, all she had to do is this, or if I was out there, I'd do this, but you
Yeah,
can't. So yeah, I would definitely agree. I would say coaching would be the most difficult one. So I want to ask this. So um, what was it like playing in college, and has women college basketball changed from then to now? Like how much have you seen change from then to now?
Uh, I mean, well, first of all, my experience at Stanford after my freshman year was really good. My freshman year, I had to have surgery on my shoulder, so and I didn't want to. It was almost like that. Can I wait till after season? And my coach just no,
Had to
and
get
it
it.
just yeah, and it as a freshman, like, and I thought I was pretty good, you know. So going in, knowing like I wasn't gonna play, like I was pissed, you know. Like I was like I don't want to sit out. I'm not. I don't want to. I'm not going to.
Yeah,
So, my attitude was really bad, just about that. But the next 4 years, man, listen, I love. There's nothing like it. Like it's a
yeah,
big stage. You get to go play big teams. The competition is there every day. Like, and you can just tell like who wants it and who doesn't. Like you don't have that team that's mixed in with like girls who are just here because it's a high school sport or because their parents are making them do something. It's
everybody
like people who
wanted
want to
it.
be
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
yeah,
And so
yeah.
you truly have a common goal. You have people who want to, grind, put their head down, keep working. Like, and that is like, as a coach, that's like a breath of fresh air. Like
Right.
people who want to be there and, make the program better. But I think it's changed because a lot of it is about money now. And it's almost like they're losing sight of the game.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna sit there and say it's everybody because I mean there are some people out there who, yeah, I mean they're good, so they're getting paid, but they still love basketball, and I
They
think that's
love
something
it.
that's missing right now.
Yeah. It's crazy because I was just having this conversation at work. Uh, and I was the opinion I had was that I feel like every player on the roster should get the same amount of money. That's just my opinion. And you get bonuses or what I'm saying, incentives like they do in the NFL or in the NBA.
Right, right,
Like if you score over 1,000 points, here's a bonus. If you get X amount of rebounds, here's another bonus. You know
right.
what I'm saying? If you get so I think that right there would bring the love back. If everybody just got the same amount, you get paid per what you do, whether it's points, rebounds,
I
assists,
mean that's a good idea.
uh, touchdowns, interceptions, sacks. I
Yeah,
guarantee you, them folks will be head down trying to get them
yeah,
bonuses,
absolutely, because
like
it's
big
about the money.
bonuses, like
Yeah,
25K if you score over. So
yeah,
that'll bring the love back.
that's a very good idea actually.
Who I need to talk to?
Right. But so who do we need to call? Let's set
Who
this
I need
up.
to talk to?
No,
But
I think that yeah.
yeah, they need to do something about that. So you said your shoulder, your injury. So
Hmm.
what advice would you have for girls, boys, just an athlete peer that's dealing with the injury and may have to sit out a year or two? Like what advice would you give them for the mental side of it and the drive to
Um,
get back?
so stay in the gym. Stay around people who support you, not just like in basketball, but mentally, because it takes a toll on you. You know, like I mean, you could easily just be defeated, get depressed, and not want to rehab right, and then you're slacking off, so everything's not like 100% where you can get back, and then which causes setbacks. You know what I'm saying? So, I will say though, that first month I had surgery,
Mhm.
I wasn't doing nothing. I was just in my feelings. I was mad, and but that was a self thing. That wasn't like I didn't have anybody there to like support me or nothing like that. It was just more so like I had to get over myself. Um, and then when you actually like, I'm in the gym still every day. I can do things with my right hand. I can do little things. I just can't move my left, you know?
Right,
Um, but I just putting your head down, it's still a grind. It's just like playing. Like, like you have to go to rehab so many times a day. You have to do these things. Or you'll never be where you were before you got hurt.
right,
Um, and I think and luckily mine was my shoulders. Like it wasn't like a knee or anything like that.
right.
So
Yeah,
it didn't expect, I mean, it didn't like mess with like, my speed or anything like that. But I mean, heck, I couldn't do anything. Couldn't put my
yeah.
hair up, couldn't do anything, you
Mm.
know?
I know that was rough. I know it.
Oh,
I can
rough.
imagine the knee injuries. Like I know those are probably worse mentally.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
you scared to move. Even when you do come back, you scared to move. You scared to make certain plants and certain pivots. So
Yeah.
I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Um, hey, so look, if NIL was around when you played, what you think your value would have been? What you think that check would have been?
Shoot, I would no, I'm playing. You know what? We had this conversation. They were like, "Who would you want to be like your sponsor, I guess, or whatever it is?" And I was like, "Man, Coke." At that point, oatmeal, fruity pebbles. Like I want to be on something.
Yeah,
Uh, the way I was eating ramen noodles in college, they could have. But I'm serious, man.
yeah,
Um, but no, see, I think if it, I don't know. I always wondered that. Like if I went straight from where I was in high school to college, where I was, who would have picked me up? I think about that all the time.
yeah.
But if it was up to me, it would be Coca-Cola because I
Coca
drink Coke like
Cola.
it's nobody's business.
Yeah. Come
Right.
on with the Coke. Come on with the Coke. So, what what led you to coaching? Like, what got you into coaching? Like, what made you say, "Man, I think I want to coach"?
I don't think I was ready to give it up. Um, I stopped playing because I tweaked my shoulder again and I didn't want to have another surgery. And I just like I mean at that point like I wanted to play. But I knew to play, I was going to have it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm not doing that again. That was awful. And so when I got back here and I was like, what is life without basketball? Because
Yeah.
I've never had to answer that question, you know, and I didn't want to start then. And so I was like, okay, so I coached at a college for a year and I loved who I worked with. But I just quickly realized like college is just it's a lot.
Hmm.
Um, and I was like, but by that time you get those kids, they're already molded into, you know, a young adult, like who they're going to be. And I wanted to affect them on a high school level.
Right.
So, my first year with Crystal Johnson down at Hoover, I mean, we were friends before basketball, but just seeing like how they were with her and the quality kids in her program, and I'm not just talking about talent, I'm talking about what kind of people they are. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do high school. This is for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Help these young women
yeah, for
become
sure.
women. Yeah. So what was that like that year, your first year at Hoover with with that program? Like what was that like?
Uh, it was difficult. Just because it was new, you know, not because like I couldn't do it. It was just new. And you got to learn a new coach and their system and, you know, how they tick and what they want to do and, you know, so on and so forth. But she gave me so much responsibility and you could tell like she trusted me with certain things. And I felt like we worked well together. Like, you know, some just, and I'm not gonna say typical assistant coaching things because it wasn't like that at all. Like she entrusts in her coaches. Like, hey, this is what you're gonna do. Go do it, and
Right.
she doesn't micromanage. I don't know. It was good. I loved it. I loved it. If I
Yeah.
had to go and coach under somebody again, it would be Crystal.
It'll be Crystal.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
you got out a lot out of that one. So
Oh yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
You know what? I anybody that's coaching, whether it's women or men, I think their first experience gonna determine
The rest
their
of their path.
path. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because your first year could make you be like, I don't want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Or this ain't it.
yeah,
So that first year of who you link with, I think is very important.
I agree.
So you linked with a good one. Where did you go out to Hoover?
That's when I went to the college, and then I came back. I ended up getting pregnant with my daughter, and so both of us are from here, so we moved back to Hazel Green, and that's how I got on at Hazel Green.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was Hoover, then back to Sanford for a second.
Now the college I went to was at in Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I moved out to Texas, and then I spent a year there, and then I came back home.
Back here to Hazel Green.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. Who was the head coach at that time at Hazel Green?
Coach Miller.
Oh, so you got the coach with the goat.
Yeah.
Okay. Goat and baby goat. Okay.
It
What was that like? Coaching alongside
was cool.
Coach Miller.
Um, I mean, if you've ever seen him coach or been a part of the program, you can tell like he runs a tight ship and he does things his way, and he's not going to detour from that.
Yeah.
Um, Very structured for sure. Um, yeah,
You really, man, you done coach with some great coaches for real.
yeah, it's a
So
blessing for
what
sure.
and you went to James Clemens, you said what 5 years ago? So that was the 1920 season
Yeah,
to James Clemens.
2021 was my first season.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So what has your experience been like? What was your experience like that first year?
it was different
Like
because
this
like you
your
gotta,
show right here.
yeah, and you gotta establish yourself. You know, like what's your culture gonna be? What's your mindset? Like what kind of girls are you basically gonna raise? You know, and I don't think people see like the backside of it too, like the paperwork, the fundraising, like all that. Like that plays a huge part. It's not just hey, let's go coach a game or let's go make this practice plan. Like it's
Yeah,
so much,
so much.
and
Yeah.
that part, I was like, oh crap, I didn't know we had to do all of this, you know.
Hmm.
Um, but after that first year, I was good. But the first year, man, I was like, you know, you don't want to yell at them too much and then run them off, but you can't not yell. And I mean, it was just, you know,
Yeah.
you question yourself a lot. because it's your first year, you're gonna get scrutinized by everybody anyway. So you might as well just do it your own way. And I learned that after my first year. So I think after that, like I was cool.
Ready to roll.
But yeah, that first year though, it's almost like you're figuring out yourself. You're figuring out what you want to do, how you want to coach, who you need with you. Because I think that's essential too. Like if you don't have good assistant coaches, your program won't ever be good.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Your staff can actually make or break you.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
they
completely
make or
agree.
break you. So, and you coach AAU too, didn't you?
Hmm.
Where did you coach AAU?
The Tennessee flight.
Tennessee Flight.
Mm,
Okay, that's Nike, ain't it?
yeah, and they're
Okay,
EYBL team.
okay. Well, what 17s,
Yep.
16s, 17s?
So they have, since they won nationals the year before, they got an EYCL team. So I coached the EYCL team, and then I was for the 17s, and then I was the assistant for the 15 and 16 EYBL team.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was fun though. Listen, you talking about some great coaches.
Yeah,
That program's great. The coaches are great. I mean, it's just those girls want to be there. They play hard. Like they know what they're playing for, and it's different.
it's
It's different
different.
up there.
So what is the difference in coaching AAU kids or talent and high school kids and talent? Like, what do you think the most standout biggest difference is, other than the talent, other than being able to
You
pick the
know.
talent? Yeah.
Um, I think, well, and this is just from this past summer. Like we played at the highest level of competition every game, and you see different players that well, obviously that you've never seen before. Like yeah, we can go practice, but we don't have like a scout. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah,
like you just got to go in there prepared every day.
yeah,
So, but I mean, they compete and they compete. They compete in practice. They compete in games. I mean, they're playing in front of all these coaches. Like it's just like. And you also think back to like, okay, what did I do when I played AAU?
right,
Because I
right.
remember playing on this stage. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like it's so refreshing going there and being like, yeah, yeah, we finna beat them. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like
Just
it's
feeling, yeah.
and
Just get
especially in front of
to it.
all those coaches. Right, right, right. But I think there'd probably be like we don't get to do everything you do as a high school coach. Like we can't watch film, we can't scout, we can't do it. We just got to go in and compete, and you got to make
Everything's
changes on
on
the
the fly,
fly.
quick,
Yeah,
quick.
absolutely.
You run out of time. Hours like it's
Right.
people. They parents mostly, or well, I'm gonna just say the basketball community. They make this argument a lot, like which is harder, high school, AAU. And I think both are hard, um, and neither one gets enough credit.
I agree.
Like I said, AAU, you got to, it's no film. You can't just research. You might can glance at a player real quick if you can find something, but you don't have no film to study. And everything's on the fly.
Hmm.
It's a big difference. Also, people don't understand how hard it is to actually take. They think a lot of people think it's easier, but it's actually harder to take a lot of good players that got the alpha mentality, the egos, the I'm him or I'm her, and put them all together and play
Hmm.
basketball. People don't know how that's hard.
That is hard.
That's hard.
But
Imagine trying to coach 5 U's, 5 Monicas.
listen, and
Like
I,
how?
yeah, no, it's difficult, but like I think a big plus about that AAU program is they know what they're there for. So like if that starting five gets 20 college coaches in, when you get in, you better do your business because they're looking at you too. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I think it helps that. But I mean, common goal is always to win. It's always to win and always compete. And they understand that.
I agree. I agree. So it's crazy. Okay, you just said the common goal is to win. Man, with some of these kids, it seems like the common goal is to. I got to make sure I get me 2 or 3 highlights for this game over with.
You see, you trying to get me in trouble. See, now me and Frankie Sullivan, we talk about this all the time, and I think it starts at home, truly. I think this era is just different for basketball right now. And instead of them having a common goal, like, hey, listen, get in the gym and work your butt off, and then she won't have a choice but to play you, you know? And it's instead of that, they just have almost like a victim mindset, like, oh, my daughter deserves to play, or why isn't my daughter playing? And they don't see like, hey, listen, this is my job. I'm gonna put the best five on the floor every time. It's not like I'm like, oh, she's not good, let's not play her, or I don't like her today, I'm not gonna play her. Like,
Yeah,
if
that's
I don't
not.
win, I'm gone. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And so, but it's always like, and I'm not gonna lie, and I have had that mindset about my kids. Like, if my kid's not good at something, I'm gonna let them know. Hey, listen, either you gonna get in, do whatever you got to do and work, or we're just gonna have to find another sport after this season,
it
because
ain't
I just
enough
don't
of that
want.
going around.
It's not, and but that's how I was raised. You know, like, you're not gonna go into something and give half effort. So like, you gonna put all your eggs in this basket, or we gonna find something else you like to do that you can work at. And I don't think we have enough of that.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. It's not enough people telling their kids like, you ain't as good as you think you is, or you know what I'm saying? 'Cause you got some parents, third, fourth grade, fifth even, wanting to go. They want to skip the steps. They want to go way to Ohio because this tournament looks exciting on Instagram or whatever the case may be. Can't make a left hand layup. We ain't got no business up there. We ain't got no
You ain't got
business up there.
no business. You ain't got no business in AAU.
You
Come
see what
on
I'm
back here.
saying?
Let's
Like,
develop a little bit.
anybody can sign up for it. So,
Yeah, for
but
sure.
I ain't gonna dive too much to AAU because we'll be here. We'll be going crazy.
No,
Um. So with okay. Have you ever coached boys? Have you ever coached boys?
I haven't.
You haven't. Okay. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Have you ever dealt with any bias issues being a female coach in a male dominant profession?
I told you, trying to get me.
Because it
Yeah,
happens.
for sure.
That's just the world. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I'm going through that right now.
oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's I mean, and this is the thing, like, I get it. I get it. It's a man's world, cool, whatever. But when you have a woman in power and you can't shake their decisions, I don't think, and I'm not gonna say all men, because it's not all men, but I think some men take offense to that. Like, I gave you this opinion, or I gave you this suggestion, and you're not even gonna do it. Like, no, I'm gonna do it my way. And that's why you have assistant coaches. They
Right.
give opinions, and then you decide which one's better for you, and you move forward. But yeah, I have that situation, and my thing is, I'm not a cocky coach at whatsoever at all. I can admit my flaws. I have assistant coaches that hold me accountable, um, and we have changed tremendously since the first year I've been there, just based off of our talent, right? And so, if don't get me in trouble, I have been places that some of these girls want to go, right? So I just speak from experience, and then I try to show them, like, hey, listen, this is where y'all want to be, but we're not even here. Kind of like the left-handed layup scenario right here with the
Right.
AU.
Right.
Like, we got to get better at this before we can talk about that. And
Yeah.
some
Don't
people
skip the
just
steps.
right, and it's tough. I'm not gonna lie, it's tough because I don't care about proving myself, but then you got the people who are like, oh, she's not a good coach because of this, or oh, uh, they're always just judgmental. And it's like, you're not coaching 30 different girls with 30 different backgrounds, with 30 different work ethics, with people who don't have parents, or have one mom, or only one dad, or you don't know what their home life is like. It's not just out here like, hey, let's go win a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta,
Nah, yeah, you're
you know what
right.
I'm saying? It's like,
Nah, for
it's
real.
difficult. And if you don't make that connection with players, then they're never gonna run through a wall for you. And I don't know. So it's just, that's why you just have to pick and choose, like, what noise you listen to. And that's something that I do, I think, pretty good. Um
Yeah.
but it's difficult trying to prove yourself in a man's world. It is.
Okay. No, that was good. That was good because people don't know all that of what you just said. 30 different kids, 30 different personalities, 30 different homes. and each home is different
Yeah.
issues, different. Man, people just don't have a clue. Like, I'm glad you said that because so how do you deal with emotional distractions of girls, whether it's boyfriends, breakups, injuries, great, you know what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah.
emotional distractions that girls may go through a little more than boys. I don't know. I'm just like,
No,
how
no,
do you deal with
it's
those
it's it's a lot.
emotional distractions?
We always tell it like so we start practice at center circle, which means like everybody's standing around the circle. I say my little 2 cents. I let the coaches say their 2 cents. We pray, we break, practice starts. And so in scenarios like that, like I always tell them like whomever's in the circle is who matters right now.
Mm,
So everything else doesn't matter for the next hour, 2 hours, however long we're in there. This is what matters. So let everything else go. But I also have like a very open door policy with my players. Like if something's wrong, come on, let's go talk about it. Because I know that if you don't talk about it, everything you do in this gym is going to be affected by it. So, and a lot of them take advantage of it. And some of them are still closed, but like I was a closed person. I'm not going to go and just, hey, coach, this is what's going on, But
right, right,
um, but you still try to reach those kids too, just so they do have an outlet. Because some of them don't feel comfortable going home and talking about certain situations. And I'm a neutral party, like I want what's best for you, regardless of what it is. Whatever is best, whatever's for you is going to be for you. So like if there's something that's in that way, let's go talk about it.
right.
So, but yeah, I think just keeping an open door policy and then reminding them like when you're here, you're literally free from everything else. So let's be here and let's be present.
Have a free spirit. I agree. I agree. How do you support players in their growth, both athletically and personally? Like how do you
Um,
support them?
I just like to be part of the process. Like but it sounds so cliche, but it's more than basketball. Like I got some girls that were in the National Honor Society, so I'll go to the ceremony. Or I got a girl right now who's playing club soccer. I just pop up at a game. I mean, because if they know that you support them outside of basketball, like that relationship grows, and we try to do a lot of that stuff, like me and the assistants and stuff. Like we try to go and support them no matter what it is. One of my girls were in theater. We went there and watched a play. It's
Right,
just like,
right, right.
but I also too though we my kids are around a lot, and so watching their relationship grow with them obviously makes my relationship grow with them too because we're going through the same battles. Like I always tell them like you're trying to be good women. How would you raise your kids? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the
Right.
stuff that y'all have to mirror. So um I don't know. We kind of support them in just different ways. Obviously basketball wise, we try to be a little bit more reassuring. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm hard. I
Yeah.
coach them hard. I yell. I say my
Yes.
little things. Okay, right.
Yeah.
But I have learned that the girls now they need more reassuring. They need that. Hey, listen, you might have done this, but I do believe in you. You know that, right? Like and they need those things
A
now.
little more patting on the back and
Yes,
like good job.
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's nothing
And
wrong with that. It's just
there's
see
nothing
that's
wrong. It was
good
a
that you
change.
know. Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
change though,
Yeah. Yeah.
because again, and obviously, like I don't think you should compare yourself, but like I didn't need that, and so it was hard for me to understand. Like, oh, they need those things, and so I think I'm doing better now with that.
Right.
My first couple years, I was like, why I got to do that? Just go hoop, you
Yeah.
know. But
Yeah.
again, that goes back to like the trial and error, like and how you coach them and stuff like that. So, but I think I'm definitely getting better with that now.
Yeah. See, and that's good because the, the the kids have changed, the adults have changed, generation have changed. And me and Shay had this conversation a lot, how we both was raised old school, right? And we try to mix in a little of the new school, or pretty much what you were just saying,
Yeah,
how they need. It's just this generation is just so different. So you have to try to do the best you can with mixing your old school morals in with the new school ways, just a little bit. But you
absolutely.
got
Yeah.
some people, whether it's coaching or parenting, it's old school my way. I ain't changing. This what it is, and then the
Yeah,
relationships, whether it's parenting, coaching, it started to, you know, it started to fall apart a little bit, but it's definitely difficult making that adjustment you just made. So that's good you was able to do that because we didn't have to deal with social media. Um, we had to deal with YouTube, and we had to deal with none of that.
that's what I said.
So it's different, man.
I
It's
know.
different. So for you to even know that and notice it and to be good at doing that, that's a blessing. Your girls, they lucky. They lucky. Um, what are your expectations of your players during the off season?
Work. Be in a gym. And
Yeah,
not in a gym like, oh, I'm on TikTok and I'm trying to show. No, no, no. Be in a gym. Like, get up 1,000 shots a day. You know, and you say that to some kids, they're like, 1,000? Yeah, 1,000 every day. You know, and um, but I expect that because they expect to play. So I expect you to
right,
work. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And
Yeah,
we're very real about that, but um they know like in the off season, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna condition, we're gonna get in shape, we're gonna get stronger, and we're gonna work. Um, I think it's harder for some of the younger girls though because they don't know what that work looks like yet. So they struggle with it. But yeah, that's it. Work.
put in the work. Yeah,
All right.
expectations during the season.
Work.
Work.
Listen, this is my thing. If you want to be a basketball player, you can't just practice in practice, right? Like if you say that, hey, I want to go get a scholarship and I want to further my education and be able to play basketball at a college at the collegiate level, cool. No one's just gonna come in here and be like, you're working hard at practice. Let me give you a scholarship. Like you have to work, you have to grind, you know, and because of the era we're in again, like it's just harder for them because they don't some of them don't know what it looks like. So in season, like I expect you to stay after practice and get or come before practice, however that looks, and get up shots, work on your ball handling, or do something, get in the weight room, so whatever it is, so that because once they see that progression, they'll want to work more because they know that they're getting better. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But if you're always so stagnant, like you gonna make one more shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so they know that my expectation, you got to work, be in the gym,
work grind, so I can see a difference.
right?
Um, how do you approach uh, how do you approach and prepare for a big game, and how do you choose your outfits? Because you be swagging sometimes. So
um, so I approach big games like any games, because we prepare pretty well. So I'm gonna get 8,000 films. I'm gonna break down every one of them. I'm gonna talk to my assistant. My assistant coaches and we always have meetings. Always. I mean, sometimes we're there to 10 o'clock at night. And we'll break down like, hey, this is what I saw. What did you see? How are we gonna guard this person? So on and so forth. Like I feel like our game plan is legit. But we'll practice harder the first couple days. Like maybe like the day before a game, we'll do like a lighter day. So we'll
okay,
go over like the scout and stuff like that. We watch film. We're film junkies. um,
yeah,
so like I'll watch the film a million times, but I'll show the girls what I want them to see. But I always tell them
okay,
like, hey, listen, I uploaded such and such films, whatever. You can go watch them if you want, but we're gonna watch this one. So, um, they have all the resources, and we'll break down certain plays like that they run often and tell them how to guard it and just stuff like that. But I don't want to put so much focus on that team because it's about us. Like if we can't execute our stuff and if we can't defensively execute, then we're not gonna beat them anyway.
yeah,
So I don't try to overwhelm them with a lot of information, but I do emphasize what I just said. I do
right.
always want them to know, like, this is not about them, it's about us. So, but outfits, it depends.
Feel how you
Um,
feeling?
it depends. Area games are bigger games. You gotta put to the T.
Yeah, yeah,
um, Now tournaments and stuff, like we'll dress down, like we'll wear like, our shirts and like our travel suits or something like that and some kicks, whatever. But uh home games, area games, we suited and booted, baby.
yeah.
Suited and booted.
So I was listening when you said you don't like the overwhelming information and think too much about them. You want to think more about us.
Yeah,
I definitely agree. Sometimes coaches can overthink or over prepare. Like it's kind of like going into a fight instead of wondering what knockout punch you finna throw. You go. A lot of people go in the fight wondering what punch they need to dodge.
yeah,
You're gonna get
yeah.
knocked out worried about
Every
what punch
time,
you need to dive. I mean dodge
absolutely.
instead of going there like, man, I'm finna. It's so crazy, man. It's just the mind, the way the mind works. You can overwork your mind, and overworking your mind it'll change the energy.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Have you ever been eating a hot dog? Be like, man, I hope I don't drop no ketchup on my shirt. First bite,
Ketchup.
yeah, like it's crazy. It's crazy how the mind and energy work. It's crazy. Yeah. So, what advice do you have for young girls who aspire to play college basketball and or seniors that's getting ready to leave for college basketball?
I just had this conversation with one of my seniors who just left.
Yeah,
Um,
that's good.
n-
That's what's up.
Nobody cares who you are. Work anyway. Nobody cares what you're going through. Work anyway. Um, you have to with the Brooke McNeil. She just left. She just graduated. She's going to Spalding University, and I told her like you have to reestablish yourself there. Like you're not a senior anymore. This is not your team anymore. Like you're going into a place where no one knows you. No one cares how hard you work. No one cares, your accolades or what you drive or how you look. No one cares. Work anyway. And I think that's what some people they think like, oh, my name is this, or hey, I scored 30 yesterday, whatever. Like that holds weight and it doesn't. So my advice would be put your head down and work. Block
And
out the
start over.
noise. Yeah.
Everything starts over.
Yeah. And then you have to. And then every day, like you walk into a gym, it's a new opportunity. So like whatever happened yesterday or the day before or earlier that day, whatever, like this is a complete different opportunity. And I think that is something that some of the girls struggle with now because they still hold on to certain things.
Hmm.
Like when we were hooping, we could go out there and start arguing with. I could argue with my best friend in the middle of a game, but when we leave, it's love because
Yeah,
we're just competitive. And sometimes they just don't do that now, and that's why I always tell them like nobody cares, like nobody. When God rest his soul, when my dad passed away, like we were in the
hmm,
middle of the season, and some of the girls were like, "Why are you here?" Like I came to work the next day, we're back at it, like, and I'm not saying that that is a good thing because everybody mourns differently, but I know my dad, and he would have told me, "Hey, get what you doing, get back to work." You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And so that's why I tell him like, we don't care what excuse you got, just work, and your work will show itself. So that's what I would tell him.
Okay, all right. So quick questions. Well, quick hitters. Quick.
Oh gosh.
No,
Oh gosh.
I ain't finna throw. I ain't finna run no reverse. I ain't gonna
Okay.
reverse. So, would you? Okay, if you could choose between Yukon girls, Tennessee girls, South Carolina girls to coach, which team doing they little runs? They great runs.
Ooh, that's a good question because every team got some dogs.
Yeah,
I don't know how to go. B's gonna kill me. I'll have to go with UConn.
Yukon, and it's crazy because each one is a different era
I
too,
know, I
and
know,
generation.
and I
You
don't
said
know.
Yukon, so you talking about the Maya Moore
No,
Yukons?
even beforehand, but the Maya Moore era was amazing too.
I love Maya. Okay, I got you. What you
Yeah,
got?
no,
Come on with it. What you got?
listen, okay. Hear me out. Okay, hear me out. One of my friends, she's a huge Tennessee fan, so she would kill me for that. But you just got to think like I love Sue Bird. Diana Taurasi. Like it's just, I mean, they just were a different type of dog. Like they're grown now and they're still dogs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not no knock to Tennessee because I know they are too, and so is South Carolina. But that era was just different. Like basketball was still basketball. It was basketball before money. and it was basketball when you just loved the game and you wanted to compete. Like it was a different type of ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would want to be there.
Okay. UConn.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta throw one more at you. I gotta throw one more at you.
You better make it good.
I'm
Oh
trying to
God.
think. So look, okay, why you been coaching?
Okay.
Have a ref run up and down the court, or ref or whatever. Have a ref ever slick flirted or said anything slicky slick or flirty flirty that made you like, hold on, what did you just say?
Yes. And I listen, and I'll say exactly what happened. We were at Austin last year. It was last season,
Okay.
and we were in the little coaches thing, and he said, you introduce yourself, you shake the referee's hands and stuff. They go over their whole little game plan or whatever, and I went to go shake his hand. He held my hand a little longer. I was like,
Yeah,
and
like
and my mindset is like, we were gonna play. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? But I was just kind of like, okay. Like, did anybody else see that? No. Okay, cool. And then in the
right.
middle of the game, I had called him over there because I was trying not to spaz, but it was an area game. He missed the call, so I wanted like, hey, what did you see? So before I lose my mind, I need to know what you saw. Because if he says, hey, listen, I missed it, that's on me. I'm gonna let him ride, right?
Right.
He's like, Coach, my bad, my bad. I got distracted because I kept looking at you.
Oh man, he the one off.
I looked, like I couldn't believe. I
Hey, he
said,
slid over there.
right. I
That was
said,
smooth, man.
nah. Because my comeback, I now remember it. It's like it was right by my bench. We were standing there. I remember the whole thing. And I said, well, stop looking at me and focus on the game.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? I was pissed. But yeah, sometimes, I mean, that was the first time it was out of control, right? But I mean, they might say a little something, but that's the only situation I was just like, this man is crazy. This man
Yeah.
is tripping. Like, we over here trying to win a
Check
game.
on Mr.
Right.
Real.
Right. We over here trying to win a game. I mean, what are you doing?
Yeah, you tripping out. Hey, Monica, man, this was fun, man. This was fun. First female head coach on the I Said What We Said. So I appreciate you for that. Um, this was different for me. It was challenging for me because I had to think like how I'm gonna go along with this interview as far as like the questions, what path, the direction I'm gonna take it. I didn't want it to be too boring. I didn't want it to be too silly. So yeah, this one was challenging for me, for real. So
Well, I'm glad you had me, so I appreciate you.
appreciate you for coming. Episode 4 of I Said What We Said, and we out.